Alright. Time to get going. Would you look at that? Exactly 30 miles. Whew. That was the hardest 30 miles I've ever done, though, on a bike. All right, I think this is where I'm camping tonight. Right in there. I think this is some of the best places I found. I bet I can dig out some of that snow. One of the flatter spots I've found. And then we have water nearby. So I think this is perfect. I did not bring a shovel, so I'm gonna have to dig an area to sleep with these. Not the best, but it'll have to work. I gotta make this area flat to put a sleeping pad on. This flat area is gonna have to do for now. I'm very thirsty right now, so I need to get a fire going so I can boil some water so I can drink it. That means I need to find some dried logs. There's a lot of dead wood around here because trees have been knocked over from avalanches. My camp is right there, and I'm gonna light my fire right here because there's water, and also there are bears here. And I want to stay safe from the bears, so if I light my fire slightly away from camp, if they're attracted to the food from there, they'll at least not be, hopefully, attracted to me up there. We now need to find stuff to start our fire with, which we light with our lighter. So I was thinking, what about a bush like this? See this? This is very dry. So I'm gonna see if I can get this to work. Let's inflate our sleeping pad and then let's go light a fire and get some dinner. All right, just finished blowing it up. Pretty comfortable. Let's light our fire. We start with some of these dry brambles and a few of these sticks below them that are pretty small. That seem like they'll burn up quickly and they snap right away. And then we got some bigger logs to put on after this lights. I'm actually going to start with some of these dead grasses from last year. Grab some of these pieces. We're relying on a fire for dinner tonight. We need this to work. It's starting to get cold because these mountains, they're a lot chillier. I need to get this fire going. Now this is starting to light. Here we go. All right, this is completely out. I don't know what I did wrong. I need to go find a lot more dry dead wood and try again. That completely went out. All right, this fire is working off and on. I'm hoping this works, but I'm very doubtful. Just put my cup there to hopefully boil just a little water at least, since I'm very thirsty. I'm exhausted. I'm praying this fire works. Let's see if we can make some food. I don't even know if I'll be able to cook it, but I need to make some food, so. I'm gonna do potatoes in here. Onions. Just need half of this. Starting out with less food. And then I can always cook more, because less food will cook quicker. I got the sausage. More potato. This looks delicious. Alright, that is boiling. The water is boiling. Okay, I'm hoping that cools down quickly so then I can put some more in since I'm very thirsty. Now it's time for an apple crisp. So I'm going to cut up the apple. Put it on here. I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces. This is going to be delicious. Now, we have a bag of oatmeal. Look at that. And now I made a little extra cinnamon sugar. here. I'm cooking some more water right now. And I also put a banana split on. I'm gonna now attempt to get my tarp set up. So we'll see how this goes. All right, I'm in the tarp, sleeping bag. I just cut up this log outside, and now to hold up the tarp, because now all the ends are on the ground. I changed it slightly. Let's go have some dinner. All right, let's see how this did. The water has been boiling for a long time, so that will be very good. I'm excited for that. Next, we have our dinner. It smells delicious. Look at this. Ooh. When paired with the Mazama store baguette, that is very hard to beat. It does have a little crunch to it. I burned a little of the bottom things, but yeah, I like the crunch. It does well with it, and the rest tastes perfect. So, perfect flavors and everything. Highly recommend. And it's very easy. This is what you come out for. Just this delicious food, the aroma of the wild, hearing the birds chirp, the water whistle by, smelling the smoke of a campfire, even if it's dying, sitting in these beautiful mountains and enjoying the sunset. This is what I come out for. This is peak outdoors. There's no real words to describe the feeling. You just have to enjoy it and live in the moment. My shoes are recovering from the day of snow and all the water I've walked through to get my fire. As you can see, they're steaming. I don't think I'm gonna get dry shoes, but that is something I can live with. Now time to try the apple crisp. The smell is also very good. Here we go, let's try it. That is surprisingly very good. I'm gonna have to have a lot more. Luckily, I made a whole dish of it. Whew. This is scrumptious. Final thing of the night. We got our banana split. I got double dessert today because why not, right? All right, I'll say it does not look the prettiest, but I'm excited to try it out. That actually looks pretty good. Oh, 9 out of 10. And this, literally, I just cut up a banana and put in some Hershey's. I will have to say a lot more things taste better in outdoors because you're hungry and tired and you're anxious to eat. But this is very good. Here's my water bottle that I put my boiling water into, and I'm putting it in the stream to cool down so I can drink it tonight. But I am very thirsty. All right, here's our bear bag. So we need to put this away. I'll have to work for tonight. I can't get up any higher. All right, that'll do. Wait, I think I just saw the plane crash. Something red. Let's go check it out. Yeah, it's actually right here. Oh my gosh. All right, look at this. So many pieces left out here. I was told by someone earlier today, it's up here where I was camping. Wow. It's like pieces over there, over there. Oh wow. Look at that. Crazy, we can just see the wreck right here with our own two eyes. It is getting dark. Sun has set. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to leave the plane crash because we have to go. Goodbye, campfire site. Goodbye, plane crash. Let's head to bed. I am exhausted. This has been a very long day. But look at this view right from here. If you can believe it or not, I actually climbed up right there. But it was not that hard since we went up the backside. It is going to get cold tonight, so I need to stay dry and warm. And right now, I'm camping on snow. So it's going to be especially difficult. So I cannot let much of my stuff touch the snow. Otherwise, it gets very wet very quickly. And then it's very hard to stay warm. All right, I just sent my parents a message that I'm alive and I'm good. have this inReach here, so I just sent a message via satellite. It's just a good thing to have, extra safety precaution. I bring this and a first aid kit, and that's mostly all my safety gear. All right, I'm pretty tired, exhausted. I'm gonna head to bed, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night. My dad just texted me to come on down, so I just went back down to the hairpin. I have no idea what is happening right now. There's complete blackness outside right now. I'm actually pretty scared. Why would he text me to come? That must mean it's important. So I'm gonna wait for him to arrive. I'm hiding here in the bushes. I literally have no idea. This is scaring me so bad. I'm all packed up. I packed up in a very quick hurry. My snowshoes actually ripped off my backpack as I ran down. My shoes are soaking. I face planted like 10 times. I almost broke my ankle because I have no idea what is actually going on. He's never said this before. I'm scared shirtless right now, dude. So you might be wondering, why didn't I wake up on snow this morning? What happened? Why was I evacuated? Well, there is currently a man called Travis Decker. He unalived his 3 daughters and has been on the loose since then. He is not a guy to mess around with, and currently police departments from all around Washington state are looking for him. The U.S. Marshals Service is looking for him. The FBI, Homeland Security, National Guard, they are all looking for him. It so happens that the night I decided to head out was the night that police suspected with further discoveries that he was up at Washington Pass. At 9:17 p.m. that night, once I was in bed, the school texted the entire district warning about this man and said, "Whatever you do, do not go up to Washington Pass." Interesting, eh? Then the county reached out and said, "Lock your doors, leave on your lights, and be wary of Travis." This has never happened in many, many years. Weighing together all these reports, my parents decided to head up to the pass and pick me up. They also brought a friend for backup support and my dog, just in case. Seeing their text scared me because why did they say hide in the bushes and try not to be seen? And why were they telling me to pack up and leave right after saying goodnight? I actually thought they were someone else trying to get at me because it all seemed so fishy. And at that point, they had not told me there was a man on the loose. I made sure I was texting with my parents by asking for specific information I knew only they would have. After packing up all my stuff and then hiking back down to the road, it was around 10 p.m. There, I waited for my family and my neighbors to make the long drive up, hiding behind rocks with my knife open, still oblivious to what was happening. Luckily, I never saw Travis Decker, and I made it back home safe and sound, which is what matters at the end of the day. Even if it means I did not get to spend the entire night out. But I had an adventure, and that is what I came for, so I would still call the trip a success. I have some other great overnight videos coming out soon, so stay tuned, and I'll see you then. Thank you for watching. Hopefully our overnights later don't turn out like this one.